As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player from the land of South Korea. It is a Creator. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Coming into this, Creator is the #1 seed of the tournament. 100%. He's the #1 seed of the tournament. But what I will say is that upsets can and will happen. You know, especially in the PvP, players like Jumy, players like Shameless, I do want to believe they can threaten Creator. They can take maps, and they could even take series. Of course, they still have to be on their A game. Like, I still favor Creator overall. But if they can peak, if they can bring their best, then they can bring him down. I would say that either Jumy or Shameless taking a series is not out of the realm of possibility. There's definitely a chance. Definitely a chance. So best of luck with your Gamba. Best of luck. So we are getting into our first game. So far, 2-gate opener here out of Jumy. Oh, hello. Creator going for the gateway into Cybercore into expansion. No second gateway out of Creator. Actually, my apologies, going gate expand. Okay. Bold move. Bold move by Creator. Very greedy build. Very greedy start out of our red Protoss player. And Jumy setting up for what looks to be a fake proxy pylon. Jumy, he doesn't probe scout. If he probe scouted, he could react to this. He could react and respond with a proxy with an all-in. Technically, this could be a real proxy pylon. Based on its location, we could still go for something crazy like a proxy Twilight Council into Dark Shrine into DTs. Show us what you got. Waiting for the Cybercore. Cybercore is still on the way. Creator is moving in. And yep, as we mentioned, the Twilight Council, which screams proxy Dark Shrine. Again, we assume this just because a proxy Rover or Stargate would be closer because it's a production building. If you're hiding a pylon and a probe in the corner, then it's not going to be production, it's going to be tech instead. Or fake out, one or the other. So going for the Twilight Council. Now, thankfully for Creator, he does go for a Robo defensively. He scouts, he sees that a pylon is missing. Like, he knows something is wrong. He doesn't know what's going on. It could be proxy Robo, could be a Stargate. We can see that he's fanning out here to try to get a bit of information. And now Jumy knows. Yeah, he sees the base is already done. He sees the green. Oh my god, and we are not going for the proxy Dark Shrine. There's, of course, no probe in position. We're going into Glaives? What is this? Are we going 1 base 4-gate Glaive at Eps? Is that happening right now? In a PvP? Okay. Let him cook, Pappy. Let him cook. Ooh, as one Adept does get into the main. Denies mining. We do have a 3rd gateway for now. And a proxy 4th, so it's going to be at 4-gate Glaives. With a disrupted economy. And back at home, Creator is building up Immortals. Checking Jumy's vision. He is not aware. He's not aware if it's a Stargate or a Robo as an opener. Should be one or the other. Jumy's still trying to shade in. Creator building up his army. Is building up. You can see Creator double checking to see if there's an expansion. So he will get eyes on reinforcements. Yep, no Nexus. Nexus. More shield batteries on the way. As Jumy just doubling down. Show us what you got. I'll be honest, I'm not fully convinced by the Mass Adept. But I do know that, of course, Immortals, they don't do a great job focusing down Adepts. Like, Adepts, they're quite robust. They're very robust units. Against Immortals specifically. Glaives are now done. Tries to shade in. He can try to focus down the wall. Oh, going for the sentries. He gets 1, he gets 2. Takes out both sentries. Does focus down the Warping and Stalkers. And now he's going for the Immortal. Stalker does go down, and eventually he will bring down the Immortal as well. Oh my god, shades in. He shades in. Yeah, gets into the middle line. Probe's going to be falling. Nicely done. He avoids the main fight. Takes out 8 probes. Very nice damage. Now he's going for the other mineral line. Okay, he's once again going for the other mineral line, and this is how he ends the game. Going for the economy. Now going for the Immortal even. But The Immortal, yeah, out of shield, out of NG. There's the overcharge, Immortal goes down, and Jumy, has he done it? Has he? He has done it at this point. 23 probe kills. I wasn't too convinced, but again, did a great job of just pulling him apart. GG gets called, and Jumy with the one base 4-gate Glaive Adepts takes game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. A quirky build here out of Jumy, very quirky, but specifically against Immortals, I can see it excelling. As we were mentioning, Immortals, they do a great job at shooting down and defending against other Immortals, or specifically against Stalkers, right? They're amazing against Stalkers. Meanwhile, a big reason why these 2-base Glaive Immortal all-ins work so well is that Glaive Adepts, they do a great job tanking shots against Immortals, against Stalkers alike as well. It takes a lot of hits to bring them down. So with a swarm of Glaive Adepts, you can overwhelm. They just struggle against other forms of units, of course. They struggle against more of a charge heavy or even Archon heavy composition in a longer and later game. But here, yeah, we saw the Jumy, he was able to at least break through that wall and just bounce back and forth between the bases, pulling Creator apart, and did cripple the economy and cripple the army. GG. GG, well played. Very impressive play there by Jumy. Again, quirky build, a build that we don't often see. 1-base Glaive all-in PvP, but worked well. And now he's one game away from causing the upset here as spawning in the bottom hand corner. We have the man of the hour himself. We have the German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone, leading the series 1-0. It is Jumy. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss. Currently down in the series, and he's favored to win it all. He was the #1 seed of the tournament, but now he's down in this matchup. Can he bring it back and force the ace match? It is a Creator. Let's go. Let's go. Because we are going to be setting up. And I don't expect to see Jumy do the same build again, not at all. Don't expect to see it again. But we have a lot of variety available to us here in PvP, especially on Tokamak. Tokamak is one of the larger maps in that pool. There's a lot of spaces here to try to hide some tech and hide a proxy. Probes are being sent out. Hello, Creator. What's going on? Are we going to be throwing down... I mean, it looks like both players are going to be committing. Here we go. We have the pylon for Creator and the pylon for Jumy. One feels more real than the other, though. I will say that. As Jumy throws down his own pylon on his side of the map, does move out to scout, so it looks like a fake proxy pylon out of Jumy. Meanwhile, Creator's looks very real. Very real. Based on this position, what's it going to be? We're going for the 1-base all-in. Let's go. We have 2 gates back at home. We have 1 gate across the map. 3 gateways so far. So Creator does poke in. At the same time, so does Jumy. Jumy, he will also scout. He will also confirm that the pylon is missing, so he would be aware that something is wrong. Something is amiss. Jumy is going for the proxy proxy Twilight Council once again. This time he's keeping the probe with the proxy, so this time there's a higher chance it's going to be DTs. Oh, but Creator, he's searching. He's on the hunt. Now, there's a lot going on here. One, Jumy is going for the proxy pylon here, so he can throw down a gateway across the map, or he can throw down his tech, of course. What's it going to be? Stalker's to engage. Jumy, he does take the better trade. Takes out a Stalker. Yeah, better trade for Jumy. Rough start for Creator. Ay, ay, ay. Now, it's going to be DC. It's going to be a Dark Shrine. And what's scary about what's happening here? 0 detection. There's no proxy robo, right? We were assuming it was going to be a proxy robo for 1-base all-in. It's purely a gateway composition, so there's no detection. And this might just be game. This might just be game here. I mean, we do see a nice surround. Very nice setup here from Creator. Taking down 3, 4 Stalkers. Oh my god. Does bring them down, and ideally he forces a defensive warp in. Defensive warp in of Dark Templar. Dark Shrine is still on the way. Jumy, he's in danger, he's in trouble, he got surrounded. Warping in sentries, going for the force field, but does force field one stalker away, but only one poison being pulled. Jumy's in danger. Yeah, again, Jumy got a little bit too cavalier. Got caught out. Down to 0 stalkers. That's around on 1. But Creator, he's overwhelmed. He's just overwhelmed with the army, overwhelmed with the economy. As he's still got 5 stalkers. On the one hand, yes, we have potential for Dark Shrine, but it doesn't matter here. There's nothing. There's just nothing here. There's nothing to defend. And Creator, he has done it. He will just break through. Just forcing his way into the main base. Force field runs out. Now, can we I guess we can try to force a tie. Nah, even then though. The problem here, so these stalkers will eventually kill every probe. They should eventually kill every worker. At the same time, this DT should also do the same. But the robe is on the way. Yeah, robe is on the way. Defensive DT back. Okay, defensive DTs. Jumy, he can hold back at home. Meanwhile, nice force field, buying some time. The robo is now done. And all the Creator needs is that one observer. There it is, the observer is on the way. Another force field. And this will win Creator the game. There was potential. If there was no robo, there was potential here for Jumy. But yeah, the observer arrives. GG gets called. Creator, he defends. And Creator ties with the series. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. Hi. GG, well played. We're going all the way to game number 3. Again, a very intense back and forth here. And there was potential for the Dark Templar, for sure. There was potential. But last Creator, he had the wherewithal to set up a robo defensively. He was also able to catch out the stalkers in the center of the map. If it wasn't for that surround, if it wasn't for that catch, then maybe he would have been preoccupied focusing on the fight and trying to focus on pure stalker production. But he was able to catch Jumy out. And with that, we're going to game 3. Let's go. Let us go. As game 3 is going to be on Maganatha. Here we go. And I expect another short game, to be honest. I expect some more aggressive builds here from our players. From Creator as well, based on how the series has been progressing. I mean, I say that we're going to be loading into Maganatha. It is the largest map in the map pool. Longer rush distance by ground. But there's a lot of places to proxy, a lot of places to throw down some tech. What's it going to be? As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Maganatha, we have the German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss tying up the series 1-1. It is a Creator. We go. We've already gotten what I wanted, an ace match, a game 3 between Jumy and Creator. But how exactly does the story end? Here to find out. So now we're setting up back at home. Creator does move out with his probe. Now Jumy, of course, he's aware that Creator is willing to go for some cheese and go for some all-ins and be hyper-aggressive. Both players going for 2 gate openers. Probe is fanning out towards the right-hand side. This looks like a prime location for a proxy Stargate. Oh, but Jumy does scout. He scouts, he confirms, he gets eyes on the probe. Yeah, he will deny. If we had plans here for a pylon, Jumy will deny. Second pylon for Jumy. Jumy with the XD. Yeah, with that, he's forcing a standard game. There we go. Pylons are in the bases. And for the first time this series, we might just freely expand. Ooh, as we come in for this round, a very cheeky move. Cheeky move there by Jumy. Surrounds the probe. Este Jumy. No shot. Are we going for a delayed all in? Nice, just going in for the scouts. Stargate open at a Jumy, Stargate open at a Creator. This is a pylon block. Delaying the expand. As Jumy pulls away. At least he tries to. And unfortunately, no one is scouted. So what I'm getting by that, TV. What I mean by that is that no one has scouted each other's Stargate. So otherwise, we could see Phoenixes, right? We could see Phoenixes from both players, but neither player has seen anything. So we're seeing Oracles. Oracles are on the way. Jumy does threaten the shade. Gets a probe. Ooh, forced a recall. It does recall back home. A bit of a delayed Oracle here from Jumy. Creator baiting out the army. The Oracle's moving in. Just keeping the traction going. The Oracle diving here on the wall. Does break it down, and they're busting in. They're busting into the main base shield. Whatever's in position. Does try to buy some time. Probes are going to be going down. He gets one. He gets two probes so far. Two. Not quite three. Oh, the Oracle goes down. Better defense here from Jumy. Only losing 2 workers. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, but back at home, there are Phoenixes. Okay, back at home, there are Phoenixes. Jumy has recalls on cooldown. He will lose the Oracle for free. So a bit of a back and forth here. Creator expanding across the map. Going for the unnatural natural, as there is still a pylon out here at the natural base. So we're getting a little bit messy. On the one hand, Jumy has a better economy, slightly better economy here. On the other hand, later expansion. You know what, Creator, he does harass. Jumy rallying everything across the map. Jumy supply block though. Uh-oh. Jumy supply blocked. It does have a proxy pylon across the map. Jumy rallying across. He does have eyes on the base, and he wants the natural. He wants the natural base. See if he can get it. Phoenix as they recall back home. But Jumy has a massive ground army. Brings down the pylon. Oracle into the main. Stasis only gets a couple of workers. 3 probes to get caught. 3 probes in the main. Press nice lift here on the sentry. Takes down the first sentry. Stalker's going to be stuttering in. They get one of the Phoenixes. And there's 3 Stalkers remaining. But it looks like Creator, he barely has enough. Yeah, he will hold. He'll be able to hold on. Phoenixes, they do add a lot of, they add a lot of complexity here. They'll defend, they lift. Down to 3 Stalkers. But there are more Warpins though. Jumy, does he have enough? They're running out of energy. And no more energy, no more lifts. Down to 2 Stalkers. Jumy, he barely is breaking through. It's still so close. And from here, there's no energy overcharge, not yet. Boys are being pulled. Force the Kai back. Behind this is on 3 gateways. He's on 3 gates. He has an expansion. Does have a worker lead, and Jumy backs off. Whew, okay, Jumy pulls away, working towards Blink, throwing down extra gateways, and the game continues. The game does continue. And I do want to give Jumy the edge here, just because of Blink. Like, Blink is going to be a big power spike here for Jumy, just because it allows his army to be that much more flexible, that much more mobile. Meanwhile, Creator has Phoenixes, so he can harass, he can poke in. can go for mineral lines or even just, again, help defend and pick up some key units. Gets a probe. So probe pulls out. Meanwhile, pylon is now done. And Jumy, he's going in once again. He's going for the second wave, this time with Blink. And look at the army sizes. He has double the Stalker counts. The Immortal will help, for sure. The Immortal will help in the defense, but the Immortal is a lot more delayed. Immortal production just now begun. And here comes the Stalker army. And Jumy, I'm not so sure he can hold against this. Oof. Brutal loss on the first Stalker, on the Sentry as well. Do you have a bit of a back and forth trade? And boys are being pulled. Nice target firing. Going for the Stalkers. It does Herx them down. Bleeding out a lot of Stalkers here. But he's still trading, and he's still out-trading Creator. Yeah, GG gets called. There's just too many Stalkers here, and Jumy, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. Whew, GG. Jumy. GG, well played. Jumy, he does claim the series. He will take down Creator. A big win here for Jumy. Does bring him down. Does advance on to the finals. Again, hyper aggressive. Hyper aggressive series, hyper aggressive matchup here. Non-stop aggression, non-stop all-ins. And we did have Jumy barely coming out on top. Again, with some more interesting builds, more interesting play. Creator at times was in a stronger position, but here, for example, we saw the Creator was forced into an awkward expansion. Likewise, he was stuck on Phoenixes. His own follow-up tech was delayed, whether it was his own Twilight Council or his own Robo. Was much later, was a much more difficult defense, and was torn apart. GG, well played. Whew. With that, Jumy does claim the series, and we have our grand finals. It's going to be a PvP between Jumy and Shameless. Let's go.